Here I am to discuss the laws of photoelectric emission. Before going to the laws of photoelectric emission, I would like you to know few terms. The one is the frequency, that is the frequency of the incident radiation which is going to fall on the photoelectric material. Also we have the intensity, it is the intensity of incident radiation. The other terms are I is the photoelectric current due to the photoelectric emission, and V is the potential applied to the anode. We also have V0. V0 is nothing but the stopping potential. The stopping potential is nothing but the minimum negative potential applied to the plate for the photoelectric current I to be equal to 0. Nu naught is the threshold frequency. What is threshold frequency? It is a minimum frequency for the photoelectric emission to take place. Above above the threshold frequency there is photoelectric emission. Below threshold frequency there is no photoelectric emission. Now to explain the laws, I have divided into 4 parameters: frequency, potential, intensity and current. Now let's take the first law. For a given material, keeping the frequency fixed, the intensity of the incident radiation is varied, and it is seen the photoelectric current also increases. As we increase the intensity, the photoelectric current also increases. This is given by a linear graph. As you can see, the intensity on the x-axis and the current on the y-axis. It's a linear graph. Coming to the second law, the frequency is fixed and the intensity is fixed. And here, for a given material, as the potential is increased, the current also is seen to increase. And then it is seen that it is reaching a maximum value called the saturation current. Here you can see the current is depending on the intensity. But the stopping potential, which is the potential applied to the anode for the current to be 0, is independent of the intensity. Coming to the third law, the frequency is varied and the intensity is kept same. Here again the potential of the anode is increased and it is seen the current also increases. But this frequency is, or the threshold frequency which I have already mentioned as the minimum frequency required for the photoelectric emission, is independent of the intensity of light. Whatever be the intensity of the light, the moment the light which is falling on it has threshold frequency, the photoelectric emission takes place and you have the current increasing. The fourth law is it's an instantaneous process.